Serious question. Jose, do you have a life outside of work?
I really don't.
Okay.
This is Clocked In, and I'm Jose, your owner operator at Big Cheese Pizza. And this is.
Hi everyone, I'm Melanie. I'm from Hola Let's Chat podcast.
So I really hope you like this episode. This one's a little bit not so related of work, although it is about work. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you don't, it's totally fine. You don't have to. We're gonna keep recording these videos in hopes that one day we'll blow up. And again, if we don't, it's okay. We're gonna keep recording because it's awesome to just talk.
Let's yap it up.
So to answer your question, seriously, do I have a life outside of work? I would say yes. But for some people, or for a lot of people, it might not seem like a life because they just see that I'm always at work. And albeit, sure, I've talked about this before where in my free time, what I like to do is I like to, let's say, play pickleball. You know that. I like to cook. I like to do little workouts. And albeit I do work about 70 hours a week, so it is a little harder to find time around that. But I feel like my life outside of work would be me, let's say, recording these videos, editing these videos, and worrying about how I could expand the business. Because I do have an end game goal. I am trying to eventually, hopefully, I have this ultimate goal of opening a Big Cheese Pizza nationwide. But let's be realistic, will that happen? Probably not. My goal is to open at least 5 to 10 stores that could run without me, run through my systems or with my systems. Mm-hmm. So I know that once I get to that point, then I'll have the freedom to do other stuff. But yeah, that's basically my life outside of work is just me becoming a better person. I don't really have much time because I decide not to use that extra time for something else. I use that extra time to either make more money by working more or make more money by seeing how I could better my business or by creating content.
So you've created like your own work-life balance, right, for yourself?
Yeah, you could say that. Or I guess you could say that my work-life balance is working a little bit more. For me, that's my off time. When I'm off, I'm always thinking, oh, how can this get better? How can I see something and I'm like, I see a different business or whatever, a different restaurant. I'm like, I like that idea. Or I see a video, I'm like, I like that idea. How can I apply that?
How can you expand more?
How can I expand more? Exactly.
To your own niche. Because pizza is very, like this, it's already a niche, but you're trying to expand it even more, right?
Well, yeah, I guess you could say it's a niche. I would be honest. I don't really know what. I know what niche is, but everyone's all like, you gotta find your own niche. It's like, you know what? I am my own niche. When Big Cheese, it's his own niche too, I guess. But yeah, I could expand something that already works. I would say instead of expanding the niche, how you said it, I would just say expanding the system, expanding with the systems that I've implemented already.
Okay, I know we've talked a little bit about that in the previous episode. Can you elaborate a little bit more in case someone missed that?
So about the systems?
Yeah, your systems.
Oh, okay. So just systems is, I feel like everyone just uses his word. You see like all these people talking about, oh, you need systems, and I guess I'm a person that says it. A system is just the way you do something or the rules of something. For example, I'll just give you a quick example. In Rialto, for Big Cheese Rialto, we sell a pasta. That pasta comes with a free garlic bread and a free salad. So that's our system. Is every time somebody orders a pasta, depending on what size, you give them garlic bread, either 2 or 4 pieces, plus a salad. Yeah. So what I did to help the flow of work go easier is for my any future store, so Whittier and anything after that opens, we're not going to give out the free bread and the free salad. Albeit we will charge less for the pasta, and if you want to add a garlic bread and a salad, we'll charge you, let's say, $5 extra, so it can be easier for us so that we won't make mistakes, if that makes sense. So let's say we forgot to do the garlic bread because you eliminate a human error and you're making the flow faster because maybe the customer just wants the pasta. A lot of times customers are like, I don't want the salad. So that's what a system is in that sense. That is the system. It doesn't have to be literally like a computer doing something for you or a computer automating something for you.
Okay, so it's different for every per se product, right?
Yeah. It's different for every item, for every product, for everybody. Obviously, your system is going to be tailored to you. I will say that in my free time, what I like to do is think of how I can better my systems. So again, I could decide to just go maybe play video games or go play more pickleball, but I personally feel like in my free time, I should be trying to worry a little bit more about how I can better the craft. Now, think about it like this. Expand it. Most athletes, when they, let's say they're a tennis player, right? Do they just play tennis for, let's say, 4 or 5 hours and then they, like, let's say they get a match, they play for 4 hours. Do they just play tennis for 4 hours and then go home? No. They go and train. So exactly. I look at it the same way, is I'm training myself to be better in my free time. And again, for many people that might be weird or that might not be life, but for me, I understand.
The underground work.
I understand that work will eventually pay off if I put in the time and effort and the consistency. But yeah, that's how I spend my free time, and that's what I believe.
So it's like the after hours, right? After closing time, it's like, okay.
Yeah, I think that's what people, when other owners say, oh, you're the first person and last person to clock in, yeah. I truly believe that that's what they mean, is that, I'm not talking smack about people that have a 9 to 5 or whatever, a regular job. It's this world has something for everybody. But let's say if you're not the owner of the place, if you're supposed to go in at 9 and you leave at 5, you clock in at 9, you leave at 5. After that, you don't really worry about your job, right? It's like, it's whatever. For the most part, you're not thinking like, oh, how can I better my system? How can I make more money? How can I make it more easier for my employees? Like, there's a lot of things that you don't have to think about, right? And again, it's totally fine.
That's true.
But yeah.
That's true. Like in my own job too. After I leave, it's like, okay, you kind of don't worry about it because, like you said, it's a priority, but it's not something that you're like in a way caring about afterwards.
Yeah, of course, right? I'm not saying you don't care about your job. Like, like you, when you're at your job, you're gonna make sure that you're on time. You're gonna make sure you do your best and stuff like that. But there's a lot of elements that you don't like fully consider. And once you get home, you're like, oh, my job was good, my job. So whatever it is, it's like, okay, cool. Let me go work out. Let me go play this. Let me go with my homies. Whatever it is. But yeah.
That's true. That's awesome. Alrighty. So, speaking about that work-life balance, what are some things that you're currently doing that have been helping you?
To balance it out, because I do feel like sometimes I don't know when to put the off switch.
Really?
Yeah. So like, let's say I don't look. AI is awesome, but I feel like sometimes it's not awesome because of the same reason. Is I'll get a good idea, and I'll be like, we need to implement this.
Like you keep expanding it without like stopping. Is that what you're referring to?
Like, let's say I get an idea, a marketing idea. It's like, how can I get more customers? And I'm like, I see this video, or I think of a way. You know what? Let me send this mail, a free medium pizza or whatever. So then I start talking to ChatGPT about it, and then we'll start talking for hours, and then I'll ask it the practicality side. But will this really work in my lane? Because remember, AI and all that stuff, ideas are here, but the reality's here. AI might tell you could do this, but it's like, wait, I can't do that. We're humans or whatever.
It's like your niche, right?
Sorry, I had a sneeze. My bad. I lost my train of thought with that. We were talking about...
Like you were saying about AI. Like
I don't know how to turn off my clock sometimes.
Oh, like you could be there all day, all night.
I could be there all night, editing the video, talking to it, thinking of different ideas, creating a menu, creating something.
So you don't have like a off switch.
It's hard for me to find a pause.
Pause switch.
But I find some things that help me with the off switch. For example. Or pause. Playing pickleball. It's happened before where I'll be super upset about something. So like I'll be mad. Something happened at work where I'm not gonna get into it, but something bad happened and I'm like, oh, like end of the world, whatever.
We should talk about that next.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next.
Get mad.
End of the world, and then I'll be like, I'm gonna go play pickleball, I guess, and I'll be at pickleball.
It clears your mind.
And it clears my mind.
That's me too.
So I'm not saying go play pickleball. Pickleball is awesome, right? But you find something that
helps you like, just clear your mind for like 2 hours, right?
2 hours. But then the issue is that I start thinking personally, like, okay, that was awesome. For 2 hours, I didn't worry about work, right? Yeah. That felt amazing. But I don't want to get to a point where I get too comfortable not thinking about work and then I don't put time into expanding my business. Because again, back to the example I gave about being a trainer or being an athlete, athletes on their off time, they train to
Yeah.
improve, train to stay good, and stuff like that. So I don't want to take too much time off and not lose my stick.
Like in your head, you feel like you're losing the momentum because you're
I
getting a break for yourself, right?
Exactly. So it's okay to take a break. It's okay to play pickleball for 2 hours, but I wouldn't want to be doing that every day or 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. Like, I'm not worried about my business. But again, maybe that's bad because
But isn't that the point of balancing it out, though?
it could be. But I always hear these stories about
What do
these.
y'all think? Comment down below.
Hey, for real, what do you think? Am I crazy? But look,
It's balanced, though. That's what we're talking about, right? Like pickleball or whatever it may be, it's what helps you balance out while also working on your business at the same time.
yes, but think about it like this. All these people that are super successful, it could be BS, their stories, but all of them have something in common.
What?
Everybody thought they were crazy and did too much until they made it. And let's say, talk what you guys want about, let's say, Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast says that
He grinded.
he still does.
Yeah.
He says that like any single dollar that would come in the business, the YouTube channel, he would throw it back in there. So then that's how he went from, I'm gonna give out free phones to free $10,000 to like Mr. Beast games for stuff like that. So every person that's really successful, they all talk about how everybody thought they were crazy until they weren't. So that's why I think my balance is, okay, cool. I could have a balance, but I want to just keep doing it because I can, because I have that, I don't know, that mentality or whatever you want to call it, because I can until I make it. And once I make it, then I'm going to be like, then I'll start worrying about finding a good life balance because I've made it. Or maybe I could just expand that and achieve my goal, because my ultimate goal is to have a nationwide Big T's. But how am I going to do that if I'm not trying to expand it? You see how it's hard to have a work-life balance? Because I have that ambition. Plus, I'm already 28. Most people are like, oh, you're young or whatever. Okay, cool.
You are.
But I feel like I only have about 5 to 10 years of a good physical ability. Meaning, if I want to do something and it requires me to grind it out, I want to take advantage of that right now.
Right now, yeah.
And I only have about 20 years of, let's say, a good, I mean, I'm not saying that if you're 50 or 60 that you don't have a good mental capacity, but I understand that after life goes on, we get older, we're not as sharp as we were before. Once I'm 60, am I going to be able to potentially open more stores? Yes, if I perfect my craft right now my systems. Exactly. So that's why my work-life balance is work when I'm not at work, so I could achieve that goal. And if I don't achieve that goal, I know that if I've talked about this analogy, if I shoot far and I aim far and I miss, at least I made it halfway, which is better than not shooting at all.
Exactly. Something that I wanted to elaborate on was how you were saying that people, right, whatever they make through their business, the goal is to put it back into your business, right? For example, like profit, right? Bring it back into your business for it to expand and grow.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. That's obviously you should be doing that, but everyone's different. What I was trying to get at, because some people, like, for example, let's say this blows up, right? And I'm making, I don't know, it's just examples. I'm making $1,000 a month from it. I want to use that extra money coming in to expand Big T's because I understand Big T's and that's my money maker, let's say. Even though I'm not really making money right now, that's my money maker right now, right?
Yeah.
Or I could buy a nice car, if that makes sense. So you see where work-life balance gets in?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, I could buy the car and at least I'm buying it with something I built, the profits, let's say. I'm not buying it with my personal money, because you should also be smart.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be spending your personal money on liabilities. You should be buying assets. And I'm trying to buy an asset
to expand.
Ultimately, I'm trying to so I can have all these liabilities. Endgame. But again, yeah. So.
Okay. No, I just wanted to elaborate a little bit on that.
Yeah.
And then going back to the work-life balance that we were talking about is, wouldn't you say that, for example, pickleball or any other thing that you would do to distract yourself from work is helping you be less stressed?
Yeah, well, of course. It helps me be less stressed. But I think about it like more like it's like a pill. It's like a Band-Aid.
A pill?
Yeah, like it's like a Tylenol pill. You take a Tylenol pill because your head hurts, and then you're not worried about the pain or Dayquil for
You're
a bit.
cured for the next 2 hours.
Yeah, and then after that, the pain starts coming back. Unfortunately,
Okay.
the nature of my job, there's always something bad happening. There could be always something bad happening, or it's good. There's always something to be stressed about. But I'll tell you this. Before I started creating the content,
Mhm.
well, when I first started creating the content, and before that, there was always just something for me to be stressed about. The other business in Whittier wasn't doing as good as it is now,
Okay.
right? So I was always stressed, right? But I'm not gloating. I'm really not gloating. I don't like coming out of ego. The other pizza place that opened next to us, because the pizza place opened next to us, and I've talked about it
Really?
before. Yeah, literally right across the street from us.
Well, of course, across the street.
I talked about it in the last episode. She's not paying attention. So that pizza place closed down, right?
Oh,
They closed
Okay.
down, right?
Yeah.
So I've been seeing a little bit, even more business,
more traffic.
because of it. So it's
Okay.
like, okay, and people are like, wait, I'm not lying. People have told me, oh, I didn't know you guys were here. They'll be like, oh, you guys are really good price. And then they'll taste the pizza and like, oh my God, this pizza tastes really good.
Yeah.
And I know they're customers that are new because they'll ask, do you guys sell slices? And the other place used to sell slices.
Oh, okay.
So people that already know us know we don't. But I mean, I could be wrong. So that I have like 1,000. I've talked about 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 followers on TikTok and Instagram, 50 subscribers on YouTube. I see the momentum. I might potentially open a third location. I have two possibilities.
You gotta
It
narrow
might
down,
not
huh?
happen, but it might happen. So
you gotta narrow down like location, everything.
well, yeah, one is in Upland, so one is like 30 minutes away from where I live. The other one's in Bell Gardens. It's only 15 minutes away from Whittier, but it's an hour and 15 minutes over there. So it's like, I don't know if I want to do that commitment of it being further.
Oh.
But my point is, I see a potential third store opening. I see how I'm slowly growing my following. And for me, that gives me like a bunch of energy. Like I'm talking about,
Exposure.
people have been
Yeah.
like, why are you smiling? And it's because I'm just thinking about the possibilities. Oh, not just possibilities.
It's gonna happen.
Like
Jose.
I'm thinking about
gonna
what
happen.
what I could do better to be able to open it, how I could do it.
Okay.
I'm thinking about like what do I need to do to mentally prepare? So once they tell me, hey, you know what, you got the lease, what do I need to do to move on it? Because
to expand from the first two already.
exactly,
Right.
because I'm not trying to do the
Yeah.
same mistakes I did from the first location.
Yeah, of course.
So for me, that's unfortunately my work-life balance is my ambition and for my goal. So I want to play more pickleball, but at the moment I know that I can't, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm okay with that, and people should be okay with the fact that sometimes you have to sacrifice, sometimes you have to lose
True.
that car, sometimes you have to work harder.
You gotta lose the guy.
You gotta-
Yeah.
Maybe we should do a therapy episode about guys, but maybe you should drop the relationship. She's not wrong.
Honestly, leave the guy, leave the girl. You trust your gut. I actually listened to a podcast and they were saying that your gut is actually your first brain.
Really?
Yeah, the brain is the second because the gut tells the brain what to do.
Oh no, I use my head for everything. I try to do a logical response for everything. Everything has
We're
gotta be
gonna elaborate more on that, but
yeah, because
yes.
if I go off of my gut, sometimes my gut's wrong. Don't
No,
your
you
gut-
gotta listen to your gut, Jose.
My gut
If
saying
your gut
my
te-
gut's
no,
saying I'm hungry and I'm not trying to be big.
Listen.
So I'm gonna make sure I don't eat even though I'm
Escucha.
hungry.
I'm about to go Spanish. Escucha, tienes que escuchar tu intuición, okay?
Okay? You have to listen to
Does you-
intuition, she said.
Thank you, translator. So you gotta like trust your gut. Does your gut tell you you're gonna open a third location?
My gut says I'm gonna open 10.
Then good.
But
Then you're gonna do
but
that.
the reality is that that's the reality. Look,
Y'all, you hear him?
I-
He's doing the thing again.
I could technically open 2 locations if I had the risk management and the balls to if I get a yes to both locations.
Uh-huh.
That's also a possibility. I have a person that could go from Whittier to Bell
manage.
Gardens to go and run it.
Like manager?
And I don't believe in managers because then managers creates this stigma of, oh, I'm the manager.
Oh, so operational?
Like a leader, like a lead.
Okay.
I want leaders. I don't want managers. Bosses, Dave Ramsey talks about this. Bosses push, leaders pull, or the other way around. I'm sorry if I misquoted him. But he's saying that bosses are just like, oh, I'm the boss, right? They just say it. They don't really show it. A leader leads his people.
Okay.
A boss usually pushes them down. And I'm not saying every boss is like this, but the analogy is that bosses are that, and leaders are the people that lead the way.
So that's a system you also want to implement with your
People.
workers, yeah.
Yeah, so I can
business.
potentially open 2 locations and go from 2 to 4 instead of 3. Is that the smartest thing to do though? Is that a risk I'm willing to take? What if both fail at the same time? Will I be able to financially sustain both of these?
The liability.
So my gut saying go for it. You have a good pizza.
For third,
go for both of them. My gut will tell me do it. Like, it's not a bad idea because you managed to open Whittier with competition next door, being the new guy, and you managed to survive, meaning you could survive anywhere else. That's what my gut tells me, that there's nothing you can't do. But I can't be at 2 places at once. I can't be at 4 at once, meaning the systems have to be good and the money has to also be good. So that's why I always say think with your brain, because your gut is... Your intuition is cool, and you should listen to your intuition. But sometimes your intuition isn't right. That's why you have to...
but for the most part, it is right.
But if it's not...
Because it's leading you. And then it's not always 100% right. That's correct.
Exactly. And
95%.
I rather be prepared than fail because, oh, my gut told me so. Oh, my gut told me that he's the one or she's the one, and then y'all break up.
My gut told me leave him, and I said, all right, here we are.
Behind the scenes, that's what she said. She said, I stayed with him for too long.
Nah, just right. Just right. No fluff, no truth. So besides pickleball, what else do you do to clear your mind?
Like physically?
Physically, mentally, spiritually?
Not much. Look, it's because other than that, I've already talked about it. I work out, but I like to work out at home. Okay. I have this little side thing where I do like 50 push-ups a day.
How's that going? He's flexing. Petite girls, watch out.
She said petite girls, acting like, oh, she's exposing me.
You know who you are. The DMs are open. I'll send you his IG.
Oh my God, no, no. All right, bet. But other than that,
he said bet. Comment down below. Direct link to you. Just comment below, petite.
No, because then I'm
he's blushing right now.
Then I'm gonna have to like spend my time, which is okay. But I know that once if I find a girl, like look, let's talk about that real quick.
Okay, real quick.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
So if I were to find a girl, right, I still have to work. I'm not saying after. I can balance that out. But she would have to understand that I'm a person that works a lot. And if she understands that's okay. And I know the fact that if I were to get a girl on my free time, I wouldn't be spending it on making my business better. I would be spending it on her, which is fine. But it's like... Valid. Yeah, so it's I would be like, hey, I just got off of work. Let me go shower real quick. Can we go out? Can we get something to eat? Aww. Yeah, something like that. So that's why I'm like, I'm not saying I don't want that, but it's like...
It'll come naturally. I feel like for you, it'll come naturally.
And it's hard to find somebody that's like, oh my God, this guy... I mean, I understand. I work too much. Like, I really do.
We should just title this episode, I Work Too Much.
I work too much. Yeah, so I work too much. But, I mean, petite girl comes, screw it, I'll shoot my shot. That Curry meme where he's like, shoots a shot on the moon or on the earth. That would be me.
All right. What else do you do then besides gym, pickleball?
Walk my dog. I eat.
Petite girl. I'll focus now.
That's about it.
That's about it.
She's being mean.
And making more money moves.
Yeah, basically.
So you did like kind of hint, like you're actually thinking of giving up big teeth?
Giving up big teeth. Oh my God. Why are you telling me my secrets? Nah. Oh, no se le crea, no se le crea. Big teeth. He's already too locked in. Big teeth for life.
You're too locked in. I think at this point you need to like tattoo big teeth or something.
Oh, y'all can't see it, but I have a pizza tattoo on my leg.
Oh, he does actually.
Yeah, I have a pizza. It's a small little slice. It's my first tattoo. It was a slice.
But I call that dedication, y'all. What do y'all think? Comment down below.
They're gonna be commenting so many stuff. We'll be like,
I don't know. We don't really want to get flagged with those pizza emojis though, with everything going on. You know?
Oh, Pizzagate! Oh my God.
Yeah, they actually just don't comment.
No, but it's clocked in with Jose, your owner operator at Big Cheese Pizza. So it's pizza related.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I'm
it's
just
all about
making
pizza.
jokes.
It's just making a joke. I didn't understand the joke. No, I was kidding. But yeah, I can't get a Big Cheese logo tatted on me because the logo is my dad. You don't get my dad tatted on me?
Yeah, that's a little.
Yeah, and be like, who's that? It's
questionable.
me, my dad. That's my daddy.
Your whole ass bag in the back. Big Daddy T.
Big Daddy T.
Big Daddy T with the P.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's funny. Bruh.
I'm so sorry.
We're moving on from that. You want to talk about this one, the reality?
Yeah, that's what.
So the reality, right?
I don't have no personal work balance.
That's not what the DM said.
Oh.
I'm gonna stop. Okay. So the reality, right? You work a lot. Business is on your mind all the time. How do you like navigate with just thinking and thinking and thinking? Like we said earlier, sometimes you don't have a pause button. But do you notice when you give yourself the pause, or you kind of just like you stop what you're doing and you do something else?
How do I do it? It's because I do it? I use ChatGPT a lot with it. For example, I'll use it to navigate and like I use it like a notes. We expand. Sometimes I'll be on an hour drive and we'll be talking. No, not like a therapist, because I'm expanding like my ideas on what could work. And again, it only knows so much. The reality's here. My gut saying that I'm hungry, and then the truth is over here. The AI's over here. The ideas, right? It's how can I get these ideas here to the reality? So I'll be asking you sometimes because I feel I don't know if you talked about this in high school. Talked about it. It's called a Socratic debate. I think a Socratic debate, but basically is two or a group of people keep asking each other why, and they go deeper and deeper and deeper, and you never stop because you keep going deeper, right?
You know, like I'd be like that with people sometimes, and notice some people get
offended.
Yes, I'll tell you this after we're not recording, but someone you know, I was like asking them a deep question, and they got like.
Just say the initial of the letters.
No, I wouldn't do that. No, but they play pickleball with us.
Oh no, I know who she is.
Pickleball. It is who she. Okay, but reality though, what you're saying, I was like asking them a question because I was like. So I was asking them a question and I was like, but why? Because I didn't agree with them. But I thought it was wrong. But I wanted to understand like why they did that because I felt like there was deeper like meaning, and then they were like. They couldn't answer, and I saw they got upset, and I was just like, okay, well, I was like, we're cool, right? I was like, it's fine. Like, I just wanted to know why. Like, I like asking questions.
I know a lot of people that you tell them something, and you see some illogical fallacies in their logic, and you ask them, you want to expand, and they get offended because they don't know how to answer it.
So they don't know how to answer, or they just don't want to answer?
No, like they don't know how to answer. Oh. You'll tell, so let's say.
I'll tell you later.
But the thing is that. I think is the way we ask it. We shouldn't be asking why, but why. Because but why, again, I'm not like a therapist or anything, but...
Or how. No.
No. You just have to word it better in that sense, because if you say but why, people get offended by it. But...
Because they get like surprised, right?
Yeah, no, why? Okay. You're like, why what? Why am I wrong? Oh. And some people think that... Oh, I'm not saying that this applies to people, but you have your thought process, your mentality, right? This is your dimension. This is your world. This is my world. Yeah. If I go and try to poke it and you're like, no, like you're wrong because this is my world. But why? But why what? I'm correct. It's in my bubble. It's in my dimension. People get offended by it.
So I think unknown.
It's unknown or wrong. Because my mentality is my mentality, and I'm not saying I'm correct, but that's how it is. For example, if you tell me you shouldn't be working so much, I might get offended, right? Yeah. Not you because I know you, but some random person tells me, or like one of my workers, I'm going to give you a good example, actually.
You work too much, Jose.
No, obviously, but yesterday, one of my drivers, it took him like 5 minutes to put a pizza away. Like almost 5 minutes. And I might sound like I'm exaggerating. It might be 4 minutes.
But that's a lot in pizza world.
Like he just left the pizza there. I had told him to put it away.
Oh.
And he's just chilling. He's a good employee, but he's a little, like, not lazy, but...
He takes like a minute to do things that should take 30 seconds.
Something that takes 30 seconds and a regular person might take a minute, takes him 5 minutes. And I'm like, bro, you got to work on that. But He's like fixing his pants, and I was like, "Can you put that pizza away?" He's like, "I'm going," but he didn't say an attitude, but he tried to be funny. He's like, "I'm going. I'm just pulling my pants up. What do you want me in my pants for the fall?" And I'm like, "It's because you wouldn't understand that pizza's been out for 5 minutes, and the pizza's gonna get cold." And he was like, "Okay," and I was like, "If the pizza's cold, you don't lose nothing. I lose. I lose a potential customer. You get fired or we can't pay you. What happens? You just go get another job." Back to my point is people get offended because they're in their dimension and they're not going to understand the thing. So instead of saying why,
I thought of another question, but
you should probably just try to find a different way to ask the why question. So example, if you tell me, I told the person the piece is going to get cold, maybe they could expand and be like, okay, I understand that point, but, and you could say, but I understand that point, and just find a different way to ask the question, because some people just can't take it. They take it too offensively. Because I've talked to people where I'll tell them, but why? Or I'll tell them a business idea, and we try to get deeper into it, but they get offended the minute I start contradicting them. And they'll be like, so why'd you ask me for advice? It's like, no. It's because you have a good point, but I'm giving you the negative. So you could rebuttal, and then I could rebuttal, and then maybe through that rebuttal, I could find something that works for the business.
The differences.
Because I'm not 100% correct. My world isn't 100% correct. I might not see the reality or some truth behind this because I'm here and you're here. And if in through the passage of you telling me this and I telling you this and we get deeper, I could see a different picture and maybe I could get a different outcome and better my thing.
Yeah, like
but a lot of people can't handle differences. It's
that's
either
true.
yeah.
Like my sister says, it's cool. It's like, she always tells me because sometimes I'm really quick, which I feel like a lot of us are sometimes. We're so quick to react and get defensive. That is one of my weaknesses that I've gotten better with, actually.
Proving my point. I just look at her face.
I said we're working on it.
Yeah.
I'm prone to, like, I get real... Jose, I'm talking. Okay, so I get prone to be like very defensive with people, right?
Yeah.
Especially people like my loved ones, right? So she always tells me, like, Melanie, like, take or leave what people tell you. You could take something or not take something, right?
Who said that exactly?
My sister.
Okay, just making sure. It's because I was thinking about your niece for a second, or Becky,
no.
or whatever.
Shout out to Becky.
Becky. She has a really good arm.
She has a really good arm.
But yes, take it.
She tells me that all the time.
Exactly. That is actually perfect because I believe that too. It's a little bit different, but I believe that too. So my dad's like, oh, that person, that's, for example, not saying that he thinks like this, but as an example, he'll be like, what will that lazy person, like, what does that lazy person know that will help me out? And it's like, I believe that even people that are different from me, they might have an idea or perspective that I might be able to use. For example, back to that driver that I said that he's really, he's not the fastest person, for example. He's really chill. He doesn't, like, whatever it is.
A little slow. You
know what he says? Why don't you open another location? And I tell him, Jake, it's because I don't have money. It's okay. I've talked to him. I'm not talking smack. I like being transparent.
Oh,
like I'll tell him this. You know, I have no disrespect towards him, and he'll be like, why don't you open another pizza place right now? Do this, San Bernardino. Do that, Riverside. And he's telling me, oh, there's this place that's being leased. Why don't you try it out?
Okay.
It's like, you could say that this person isn't the best driver because maybe he doesn't have that umph to be able to, like, do it quick, right?
But he's expanding on your ideas.
But he literally is like, I believe in you. And, like, that gives me goosebumps because even if you categorize this person as somebody that has a different mentality as me, he has something that he's not wrong. I could open another location, albeit I need money, I need to...
Different
factors, but he's not wrong. So I like taking everything everybody tells me, even if there's a difference, maybe there's something good out of it that I can use to better my life. Yeah, exactly. And if not, in through one ear, out through another.
You take something, you leave something.
Exactly.
Right? Vice versa. And something that we could probably talk about in a future episode is how you navigate professionalism and with your customers. Sorry, not your customers, but your workers.
Yeah, because sometimes, I mean,
I feel like we can talk about that in another episode.
Yeah, we'll get
but
another
that's something
episode.
that sparked like, oh, okay, how you navigate with working with your system, but also with your
I was like, clip that.
your coworkers to have like professionalism.
Actually?
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right.
That's another episode. That's like another episode.
Sorry, we just got a good thought.
Yeah, I wanted to just put that because I keep having thoughts, and then like Jose's talking, and I'm like, don't forget the thought, Mel.
She's gonna forget the thought. Watch. This is getting cut out the video, and she's gonna forget. No, I'm like, we're not cutting nothing out.
That's what he says, but ends up editing it.
I don't edit it. Oh, I edit the videos. All right, real quick. My free time is what I do. Is I cut just literally like the first part because we'll be talking for like a minute, and then after the end, like me walking to the phone to turn it off, I'll cut that out. But in the video, I don't cut nothing out. What I do is I cut parts of it out so I can make clips of shorts.
Of course.
And I cut parts off. Let's say we say something and you're leaving Big Cheese, and I'll cut that part to put it in my preview. But I don't cut nothing out. Like I do that extra work, but I don't cut the video out. Yeah.
I get you.
This is a podcast. This is just us talking, and if we make a mistake, it's okay. We're humans. You know, authenticity is the best thing.
Word.
You're gonna ask me the question, and then
Oh, the final one?
yeah. You said, I thought of a question and you wrote it down.
No, that was the one with with the professionalism balance with with your system and your
My bad. Okay, let's continue.
And then
Yeah, you're right.
We're here, right? At the top.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So to wrap it up, we talked about work-life balance and just other things that come into business and just mentality, right? Because as we've spoken about, the attitude, the mentality you have is what takes you away, right? To keep going in business strong, even on those days when you're tired. And do you get those days where you just don't want to do anything? Be honest.
Of course. But who does it? Yeah, I've been doing 50 push-ups for like 19 days now without a stop.
Feel the gains.
You know, 50 push-ups every day. And it's like, I'm sore, I'm tired, but do you really want it? Do you really want it?
Do you really want it?
Do you really want it? If you really want it, you're gonna be tired and you're gonna do it half-ass, which is fine. You're gonna do it though. Like my coworker the other day, he asked me the same question. He's like, "Oh, it's because I want to work out, but I don't feel like it. I'm tired." I'm like,
"Oh my god, I get people like that all the time."
Yeah. Well, what do you do? Like my feet hurt. What do you do? I'm like, nothing. I just
don't have the time. I get all those girls that I talk to.
Oh, the petite? No, I'm just kidding.
I'll be like,
shoot my shot.
Because I like asking people, like, little off topic, like, oh, what do you do, like, for working out or physical activity? And then just be like, well, I try to go to the gym, but, like, I just don't have time. Like, work takes me up so much. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I literally work 70 hours a week, 7 days a week. And I still at least make 25 minutes to work out, literally. So
it's excuses. That's
no
what
excuse.
We're saying.
Yeah, there shouldn't be an excuse. Again, I'm different, but there shouldn't be an excuse.
There's a lot of fat people out there. What? I saw that. You know what? Just exit the room.
Yeah, all right. And this was the end of the episode. This is Clocked In. I'm your host, Jose, and this is...
Melanie.
With Clocked In. This is going to be like a 0.5 episode.
I had fun.
Yeah, because technically I have my, let me get my monologue. This is going to be my 0.5 episode for me because for me, technically, I have a co-host. Anybody that does, I'm going to be bringing in guests. Those will all be like 0.5 episodes, and I'll have my regular podcast episodes. I hope you really liked the video. If you stuck to this part, awesome. If you didn't, it's totally okay. Like, share, and subscribe, and comment below the questions, especially about, I forgot what. Like, we had like 10 different questions, but thank you. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Let's go play pickleball.